criminal implications, everything taken. Your future. Good luck. The ambush.
That darkened room.
You had to be removed. None of them. And not you. Not for today, but for tomorrow. We will suffer so you don't have to. And you? No sense of humor? The lights, the hush. Listen.
Act 1, Room Tone.
The inability to discriminate? No longer willing to engage? Gently tilt the table. Insurmountable odds that we overcame. The housing conditions. Unerring.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
We've seen such a bright future. Such a disappointment. Rectify the wrongs. Our tailored solutions.
Quiet room tone.
The threat of being subsumed.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Was this not what you expected? We're just not sure this is for you. Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes. What you could have built, we. Good luck with your future. Am I sometimes wrong? Surely not often. Rectify the wrongs. Pious, noble, delicate. Such a disappointment. On and on. No respite.
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
We must focus our efforts. Perpetuating the fraud. But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. Perhaps we were selfish.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
Ubiquity. Not for the best. We apply only the necessary filters. Our future? We agreed, no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations. We persist, guided by the proper motives. The lights. I gasp, I wish. I gasped.
Check the gate, scene 18.
Quiet, Brutus.
What were the meetings for?
Speak.
Our story of insurmountable odds. We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible. Ubiquity. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. Your future. Good luck. No lights. Hush, watch. We only stepped away, just for a moment.
Last look, room 2.
Don't speak. We wanted more from you. Hush. Listen. Our objective, hopeful news and pleasing stories. The ambush. We agreed, once agreed. The lights.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
It went as follows. Honeyed words, deep eclipse.
Last look. Scene 27.
I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism. No longer willing to engage. We're just not sure this is for you.
Check the gate.
Scene 27.
Unerring.
Room tone.
We persist, guided by the proper motives.
Quiet, please. Turnover.
What were the meetings for?
Turnover. Quiet, please.
We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible. But never mention it. Don't speak. Your future. Good luck. No light, no feeling, no pulse. Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity.
Act 1, Room Tone.
Gently tilt the table. We agreed, no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations.
Check the gate, scene 18. Check the gate.
Scene 27.
Ubiquity. Was this not what you expected? Rectify the wrongs. Many stunts too numerous to mention. The housing conditions. What were the meetings for? Not for the best.
Last look. Scene 27.
But never mention it. Don't speak. You're insufferable, trying, always trying.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
No light, no feeling, no pulse. Our tailored solutions.
Speak.
Can you hear? Listen. Perhaps we were selfish. Ubiquity. We apply only the necessary filters.
Quiet, Brutus.
To this day, on and on, no respite. On and on, no respite.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Let him jump. We wanted more from you. Each one, every one of them, my children.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
How naive, a commercial enterprise. It did not happen. We persist, guided by the proper motives. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. Your future. Good luck. Ubiquity. The ambush.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2. Act 1, rim turn.
Gently tilt the table. Ubiquity. None of them. And not you. We agreed. No discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations. We're just not sure this is for you. Rectify the wrongs.
That darkened room.
Last look, rim 2.
Not for today, but for tomorrow. What were the meetings for? The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. Discernment. How could you forget?
Quiet room tone. Turn over, quiet please.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Act 1, room tone.
A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism. Unerring. We agreed. Once agreed. The threat of being subsumed. Honeyed words, deep eclipse. Our objective, hopeful news and pleasing stories. To this day, on and on, no respite. Am I sometimes wrong? Surely not often. Not for today, but for tomorrow.
Quiet, Brutus.
Scene 27.
Poor creature. The housing conditions. Your future. Good luck. I gasped. Not for today, but for tomorrow. What were the meetings for? We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible.
Last look, room 2.
We only stepped away, just for a moment. You're insufferable, trying, always trying.
Act 1, room tone.
Insurmountable odds that we overcame. Don't speak. Pious, noble, delicate. We've seen such a bright future. Patience now, our quarry is in sight. Many stunts, too numerous to mention. Our story of insurmountable odds. The lights. Perpetuating the fraud.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
And you? No sense of humor? Was this not what you expected? The lights, the hush. Listen. We must focus our efforts. Our future? No longer willing to engage? We agreed, no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations.
Blocking scene 11, first positions.
But we overcame. We persist, guided by the problem. I gasp. I wish.
That darkened room.
Such a disappointment. Discernment. We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible.
Quiet, please.
Turn over.
No lights. Hush, watch. Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes.
Check the gate. Scene 27.
criminal implications, everything taken. Gently tilt the table. The lights. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent.
Check the gate, scene 18.
Your future.
Good luck.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Speak.
We will suffer, so you don't have to. Was this not what you expected?
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
It did not happen. We agreed. Once agreed. Your future. Good luck. We persist, guided by the proper motives. The inability to discriminate?
Room tone.
We will suffer, so you don't have to. We're just not sure this is for you. The ambush.
Check the gate, scene 18.
It went as follows. We had hoped for so much more. Our valuable frequencies. What were the meetings for? The housing conditions. No idea it was coming. What you could have built, we could have built. Can you hear? Listen.
Check the gate. Scene 27.
Ubiquity.
That darkened room.
Our tailored solutions. How naive, a commercial enterprise. To this day, on and on, no respite.
Quiet, Brutus.
Unerring. You had to be removed. We only stepped away, just for a moment.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
Such a disappointment.
please.
Turnover.
What were the meetings for? On and on, no respite. And you? No sense of humor?
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
No light, no feeling, no pulse.
Blocking scene 11. First positions. Quiet room tone.
Act 1, room tone.
Pious, noble, delicate. But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. We wanted more from you. Absorbed in the stampede.
Speak.
We apply only the necessary filters. Our future? Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes. Such a disappointment. Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity. We had hoped for so much more. Your future.
Good luck.
The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. What were the meetings for?
Last look, room 2.
The lights. Each one, every one of them, my children.
Last look, scene 27.
Patience now, our quarry is in sight. Art and nature, heart and conscience, health and well-being.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
What were the meetings for? Hush, listen.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Our valuable frequencies.
Act 1, room tone.
The housing conditions. We agreed. Once agreed. We agreed. No discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations.
Good luck with your future. Let him jump.
Quiet, please. Turnover.
Our story of insurmountable odds. Discernment. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent.
Extreme wide cutting to three quarters, then dolly to position 4.
Not for the best. None of them. And not you. We only stepped away, just for a moment.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Perpetuating the fraud. We persist, guided by the proper motives. Gently tilt the table. Ubiquity. Perhaps we were selfish. Poor creature. No longer willing to engage. The threat of being subsumed. Unerring. The inability to discriminate.
Speak.
We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible.
Last look. Scene 27. Quiet, Brutus.
Your future. Good luck.
Last look, room 2.
The ambush. Rectify the wrongs. To this day, on and on, no respite. Was this not what you expected?
Act 1, Roomtown.
Check the gate. Scene 27.
Rectify the wrongs. We're just not sure this is for you. To this day, on and on, no respite.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
Ubiquity. Gently tilt the table.
Your future.
Good luck.
What were the meetings for?
Am I sometimes wrong? Surely not often.
What were the meetings for?
We pitied you and those who were cheated. A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism. Our objective, hopeful news and pleasing stories.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. We've seen such a bright future. We must focus our efforts.
Check the gate, scene 18.
How naive, a commercial enterprise. But never mention it. Don't speak. The ambush. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. Hush. Listen.
Quiet. Room tone.
The housing conditions.
No lights.
Hush, watch. It did not happen.
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
Not for today, but for tomorrow. You had to be removed. We persist, guided by the proper motives.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
We will suffer, so you don't have to. No idea it was coming?
Room tone.
We agreed. Once agreed. Ubiquity.
That darkened room.
We agreed. No discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations. Not for the best. Can you hear? Listen. To this day, on and on, no respite. None of them. And not you. It went as follows. Not for today, but for tomorrow. unerring. We only stepped away just for a moment.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
Extreme wide cutting to Treak Waters, then dolly to position 4.
Each one, every one of them, my children. Rectify the wrongs.
Quiet, please.
Turnover.
Good luck with your future. Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes. Your future. Good luck. I gasped.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
We wanted more from you.
To this day, on and on, no respite. We're just not sure this is for you.
Room tone.
Last look, Scene 27.
No longer willing to engage?
Act 1, Room Tone.
Last look, Room 2. Blocking Scene 3, Shot 7.
Insurmountable odds that we overcame.
Quiet. Room tone.
The lights. Was this not what you expected? And you? No sense of humor? Rectify the wrongs.
Blocking Scene 11, first positions.
Unerring. You're insufferable, trying, always trying. No lights. Hush, watch. Don't speak.
Blocking Scene 3, Shot 7.
We agreed, no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations. Our future? Poor creature. What were the meetings for? Such a disappointment. Your future. Good luck. The criminal implications. Everything taken.
Speak.
Check the gate, scene 18.
The ambush. Your future.
Good luck.
Check the gate. Scene 27.
But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones.
Quiet, Brutus.
Perpetuating the fraud. The lights, the hush. Listen. The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. Our objective, hopeful news and pleasing stories. Honeyed words, deep eclipse. What you could have built, we could have built. How could you forget? Not for today, but for tomorrow. Many stunts too numerous to mention.
Act 1. Room tone.
Patience now. Our quarry is in sight.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Art and nature, heart and conscience, health and well-being. The housing conditions. Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity.
Check the gate, scene 18. Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Act 1, Room Town.
We're just not sure this is for you. No light, no feeling, no pulse.
That darkened room.
I gasp, I wish. We only stepped away, just for a moment. We've seen such a bright future. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. Our tailored solutions. Such a disappointment. But never mention it. Don't speak. Absorbed in the stampede.
Quiet. Room tone.
We will suffer so you don't have to. Many stunts too numerous to mention.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
We wanted more from you.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
You're insufferable, trying, always trying. To this day, on and on, no respite. The inability to discriminate?
Quiet, please.
Turn over.
Good luck with your future.
Blocking scene 11, first positions.
Perhaps we were selfish. Our valuable frequencies. How naive, a commercial enterprise. Our story of insurmountable odds. It went as follows.
Last look. Scene 27.
Ubiquity.
I gasped. Art and nature, heart and conscience, health and well-being.
Quiet, Brutus. Room tone.
We agreed, once agreed. I gasp, I wish.
Last look, room 2.
We must focus our efforts. We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible.
Speak.
On and on, no respite. Gently tilt the table.
Check the gate. Scene 27.
We persist, guided by the proper motives.
Quiet. Room tone.
The lights.
The threat of being subsumed.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Don't speak.
Act 1, room tone.
Discernment. Ubiquity. No longer willing to engage. We apply only the necessary filters.
Let him jump.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
Quiet, Brutus.
Last look, Room 2.
What were the meetings for? Unerring. Am I sometimes wrong? Surely not often. Pious, noble, delicate. We had hoped for so much more.
Act 1. Room tone.
Last look. Scene 27.
The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. We only stepped away, just for a moment. Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes. Gently tilt the table.
Speak.
What were the meetings for?
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
Check the gate, Scene 18.
Room tone.
Rectify the wrongs. Can you hear? Listen. Not for today, but for tomorrow. Rectify the wrongs. We agreed. Once agreed. Was this not what you expected? We've seen such a bright future. Ubiquity. Perpetuating the fraud.
That darkened room.
But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. The criminal implications, everything taken. Your future. Good luck.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
Quiet, please.
Turnover.
And you? No sense of humor?
Our objective: hopeful news and pleasing stories.
No idea it was coming. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
Poor creature. How could you forget?
Our valuable frequencies.
Act 1, Room Tone.
Extreme wide cutting to Treak Waters, then dolly to position 4.
On and on.
Quiet. Room tone.
We're just not sure this is for you. To this day, on and on, no respite.
Speak.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
Last look. Room 2.
The lights.
We apply only the necessary filters.
Quiet, Brutus. That darkened room.
Ubiquity.
Room tone.
Blocking Scene 3, Shot 7. Check the gate.
Scene 27.
Act 1. Room tone.
The ambush. We wanted more from you.
Insurmountable odds that we overcame. Our story of insurmountable odds.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Hush. Listen.
Last look. Scene 27.
Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity, what you could have built, we could have built.
Blocking Scene 11. First positions.
Our future?
Check the gate. Scene 18.
Quiet, Brutus.
Each one, every one of them, my children, are tailored solutions. Such a disappointment.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
That darkened room. Quiet room tone.
We will suffer so you don't have to. The lights, the hush. Listen.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
You had to be removed.
Speak.
A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism. Absorbed in the stampede. But never mention it. Don't speak. None of them. And not you. No light, no feeling, no pulse. We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible.
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
To this day, on and on, no respite. No lights. Hush, watch.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
The housing conditions.
Last look, scene 27.
Last look, room 2.
Patience now. Our quarry is in sight. It did not happen.
Room tone.
We persist, guided by the proper motives. The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones.
Extreme wide cutting to three quarters, then dolly to position 4.
No longer willing to engage.
Quiet, please.
Turnover.
Check the gate.
Scene 27.
We agreed. No discussion of technicalities, technology.
Your future. Good luck. Pious, noble, delicate.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Not for the best.
Act 1, Room Tone.
Not for today, but for tomorrow. Perhaps we were selfish. Our valuable frequencies. Honeyed words, deep eclipse. Such a disappointment.
Act 1. Room tone.
Don't speak. Ubiquity. Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity. We must focus our efforts. We will suffer so you don't have to.
Quiet, please.
Turnover.
Act 1, Room Tone.
Last look. Scene 27.
Speak.
Pious, noble, delicate. A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism.
Quiet.
Room tone.
None of them. And not you. Our objective, hopeful news and pleasing stories. No longer willing to engage.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
What were the meetings for?
Check the gate.
Scene 27.
We wanted more from you. No idea it was coming.
That darkened room.
Art and nature, heart and conscience, health and well-being. Patience now, our quarry is in sight. How could you forget? Let him jump. Not for today, but for tomorrow. Your future. Good luck. Honeyed words, deep eclipse. I gasp, I wish.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Our future? We agreed no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations. How naive, a commercial enterprise. The lights. We apply only the necessary filters.
Check the gate, scene 18. Last look, room 2.
We persist, guided by the proper motives.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
And you? No sense of humor? Good luck with your future. The housing conditions.
Room tone.
You're insufferable, trying, always trying.
Quiet, Brutus.
We only stepped away, just for a moment.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
It went as follows. Not for the best. The threat of being subsumed.
Blocking Scene 3, Shot 7.
To this day, on and on, no respite.
Last look, scene 27.
Am I sometimes wrong? Surely not often.
I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
The ambush.
We're just not sure this is for you.
Quiet, Brutus.
I gasped.
Speak.
Our tailored solutions.
Perpetuating the fraud. The criminal implications. Everything taken.
Last look, room 2.
We agreed. Once agreed. To this day, on and on, no respite. What were the meetings for? Gently tilt the table. Discernment.
Can you hear? Listen. Unerring. Rectify the wrongs.
Act 1. Roomtown.
The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. The lights, the hush. Listen. Ubiquity.
Quiet, please. Turnover.
Insurmountable odds that we overcame. Was this not what you expected?
Quiet. Room tone.
It did not happen. We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible. Ubiquity. No lights. Hush, watch.
Room tone.
We only stepped away.
That darkened room.
The inability to discriminate. Not for today, but for tomorrow. The lights. We will suffer so you don't have to. Your future. Good luck.
We agreed no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations.
Check the gate.
Scene 27.
The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
No longer willing to engage. Poor creature.
Check the gate. Scene 18.
Each one, every one of them, my children. But never mention it. Don't speak.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
Hush. Listen. We're just not sure this is for you. The ambush. We persist, guided by the proper motives.
Act 1. Room tone.
Many stunts too numerous to mention. Ubiquity. What were the meetings for? To this day, on and on, no respite. No light, no feeling, no pulse. Absorbed in the stampede. You had to be removed. What you could have built, we could have built. Rectify the wrongs. You had to be removed. Gently tilt the table. Am I sometimes wrong? Such a disappointment. On and on, no respite. We wanted more from you.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
How could you forget? Such a disappointment. You're insufferable. Trying. Always trying. The lights, the hush. Listen. Let him jump. Your future. Good luck. We must focus our efforts. We had hoped for so much more. Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes. I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. The housing conditions, the suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. Good luck with your future.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
I gasped.
Quiet, please. Turn over.
The threat of being subsumed.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
Was this not what you expected? A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism.
Quiet. Room tone. Speak.
Don't speak. What were the meetings for? But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. We've seen such a bright future. The inability to discriminate? The criminal implications, everything taken. Can you hear? Listen.
Check the gate. Scene 27.
How naive, a commercial enterprise.
Last look, room 2.
Our story of insurmountable odds. Our tailored solutions. We will suffer so you don't have to. Insurmountable odds that we overcame.
Turn over, quiet, please.
Honeyed words, deep eclipse. Pious, noble, delicate. Not for the best.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Act 1, Roomtown.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Check the gate, scene 18.
Last look, scene 27.
Rectify the wrongs.
Room tone.
We had hoped for so much more.
Quiet, Brutus.
Many stunts too numerous to mention. Poor creature. We apply only the necessary filters. Patience now. Our quarry is in sight. It did not happen. It went as follows.
Act 1, Scene 27, Shot 2.
Not for today, but for tomorrow. Unerring.
Act 1, room tone.
We agreed. Once agreed. I gasp. I wish.
That darkened room.
Your future. Good luck. Ubiquity. We've seen such a bright future.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
To this day, on and on, no respite. Was this not what you expected?
Extreme wide cutting to three quarters, then dolly to position 4.
We only stepped away, just for a moment. Discernment.
Room tone.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7. Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
Last look, room 2.
Ubiquity.
Speak.
We agreed. No discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations. Hush. Listen.
Act 1, room tone.
Not for today, but for tomorrow. Your future.
Good luck. Art and nature, heart and conscience, health and well-being.
Absorbed in the stampede. The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones.
Perhaps we were selfish.
Perpetuating the fraud.
Each one, every one of them, my children.
The ambush.
Quiet, Brutus.
Not for today, but for tomorrow. We persist, guided by the proper motives. Such a disappointment. Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity. You're insufferable, trying, always trying.
The housing conditions. It went as follows.
What were the meetings for? How could you forget? Can you hear? Listen.
Last look, scene 27.
Turn over. Quiet, please.
Good luck with your future.
Quiet, please.
Turnover.
No
feeling, no pulse.
Let him jump. I gasp. I wish.
Quiet. Room tone.
Absorbed in the stampede. Such a disappointment. The lights, the hush. Listen. I gasped.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
You had to be removed. Am I sometimes wrong? Surely not often. We're just not sure this is for you.
Act 1, Room Tone.
On and on. No respite. Unerring. What you could have built, we could have built. But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. Rectify the wrongs. Don't speak.
Check the gate, scene 18.
Hush. Listen. It did not happen.
Check the gate.
Scene 27.
Our future?
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
What were the meetings for? We wanted more from you.
Quiet, please. Turnover.
Discernment. To this day, on and on, no respite. None of them. And not you. Honeyed words, deep eclipse. Are valuable frequencies. We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible. But never mention it. Don't speak. We will suffer so you don't have to. Gently tilt the table. The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones. No lights. Hush, watch. And you? No sense of humor? The lights. Heart and conscience, art and nature,
the refinement of tastes.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism.
No longer willing to engage.
I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent. No idea it was coming. We're just not sure this is for you. Our objective, hopeful news. Pleasing story.
Speak.
The criminal implications. Everything taken. Your future.
Good luck.
We must focus our efforts. We will suffer, so you don't have to. To this day, on and on, no respite. No light, no feeling, no pulse. Insurmountable odds that we overcame. Our valuable frequencies.
Check the gate, scene 18.
Pious, noble, delicate.
Quiet. Room tone.
What were the meetings for? Heart and conscience, art and nature, the refinement of tastes. We agreed, once agreed. Poor creature. The housing conditions. But never mention it. Don't speak. Ubiquity.
Quiet, Brutus.
We've seen such a bright future. And you? No sense of humor?
Last look. Scene 27.
Many stunts too numerous to mention. The lights.
Act 1. Room tone.
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
No longer willing to engage.
On and on. No lights. Hush, watch. Such a disappointment. What were the meetings for? Not for today, but for tomorrow.
That darkened room.
Last look, room 2.
Our future? We persist, guided by the proper motives. None of them, and not you.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
The inability to discriminate? We only stepped away, just for a moment. Your future. Good luck. The threat of being subsumed. Not for the best. The suitable frequencies, the appropriate tones.
Act 1, room tone.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
We had hoped for so much more. Unerring. Perpetuating the fraud. Art and nature, heart and conscience, health and well-being. Perhaps we were selfish. To this day, on and on, no respite. Was this not what you expected?
Turn over, quiet please.
The ambush.
Room tone.
Last look, room 2.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
How naive, a commercial enterprise. No idea it was coming. Our generosity, our unfathomable generosity. How could you forget? The lights, the hush. Listen. We wanted more from you. Patience now. Our quarry is in sight.
Last look, scene 27.
Ubiquity.
Speak.
We pitied you and those who were cheated. It was terrible. Gently tilt the table.
We agreed no discussion of technicalities, technology, or internal operations.
I had known from the first moment that your clumsy, haphazard, obsessed meandering was fraudulent.
Blocking scene 3, shot 7.
Act 1. Room tone.
Act 1, scene 27, shot 2.
Many stunts too numerous to mention.
Act 1, room tone.
You're insufferable, trying, always trying. The ambush. Absorbed in the stampede.
That darkened room.
Rectify the wrongs. To this day, on and on, no respite.
Quiet room tone.
Blocking scene 11. First positions.
We apply only the necessary filters. The lights. The criminal implications. Everything taken. Ubiquity. Our story of insurmountable odds. We agreed, once agreed. Unerring.
Extreme wide cutting to 3/4, then dolly to position 4.
Quiet, Brutus.
Our tailored solutions.
Quiet, please.
Turnover.
Our objective, hopeful news and pleasing stories. Your future. Good luck. A self-sustaining, evolving, living organism. No longer willing to engage. But we overcame. We persist, guided by the proper motives. Rectify the wrongs. What were the meetings for? Your future. Good luck.